home.
I miss her. When I talked to her in at night and said, I love you, she'd look like she was asleep and raise one eyebrow and say, I love you too very much.
A portrait of Janet Reno sits comfortably beside her sister at their family home, a woman whose work took her to Washington, but deep down, Reno always remained a Florida girl. She was born here, raised here, and ultimately spent the last days of her life here. And what a life it was. Yes, she was his third choice for the job, but Bill Clinton nonetheless enthusiastically celebrated Reno's swearing in 1993. The mood tempered just weeks later, though, the new AG ordering the FBI raid on the Branch Davidian compound in Waco, Texas, a raid that resulted in the deaths of 86 adults and 17 children.
I made the decision. I'm accountable. The buck stops with me.
You knew that she always did what she thought was right.
Reno took the heat, which in some corners earned her praise and respect. Years later, another raid would do just the opposite. The seizure of Ariel Gonzalez divided the nation, particularly Reno's native South Florida. Still, when her time at the Justice Department came to an end, Reno left no doubt she'd be coming home, but she wouldn't be going into retirement. Urged by Florida Democrats to take on Governor Jeb Bush in 2002, Reno ran, but ultimately failed to capture her party's nomination. She attended Harvard Law, then returned to South Florida. In 1978, she was appointed interim state attorney, holding that job for 15 years, winning praise for reforming the troubled juvenile justice system, cracking down on deadbeat dads, and establishing the Miami Drug Court.
And Janet Reno had a huge significance, a life of meaningful significance, a positive impact.
While in Washington, Reno learned she suffered from Parkinson's disease. She never let it slow her down, even though her difficulties were often evident. Nor did she let being the occasional butt of jokes get to her. Instead, she joined in.
What do you do when you get sad?
I just dance. Now hit it!
Tried to select my course in life that takes time to smell the roses, to appreciate kayaking, to listen to a symphony, to spend time with the people I love. And it's a good way to live.
And in a White House statement, President Obama writes, when Janet Reno arrived in Washington in 1993, the city had never seen anyone like her before and hasn't since. Her legacy lives on in a generation of lawyers she inspired, the ordinary lives she touched, and a nation that is more just. Reporting live in Southwest Miami-Dade and Kiel, 7 News.